Okay. So, like I told you, I'm going to try that Nordic Variations almond cake coffee this morning. Is that what it says on? Just says Variations Nordic. But this pretty design is the almond cake coffee. It's Sunday morning, 6:32 a.m., March 27th, 2022. Oh, I sound surprised sometimes when I tell you the date because it just seems like time is flying. Anyhow, so let me tell you a little bit about this coffee. I'll warm up the water while I'm doing that. I've got my computer open here, so because this is really interesting, okay? It says, this coffee starts with the roundness and biscuity aromas of Levanto's base. So a Levanto base is a well-rounded, balanced coffee that tastes and smells like you would expect coffee to. A little bit of acidity, a little bit of bitterness. That's the machine telling me it's ready. And some slight caramel notes, and just a nice medium coffee flavor. So that's the base for this coffee. And then they have added to it an almond cake flavoring. So before I read this to you, let me mention something. Okay. I had gotten this Tazo tea the other day. It's called glazed lemon loaf. I wanted something lemony, and I thought, oh, that sounds nice. Well, do you know what? It actually, the flavor of it is almost like, it's not just lemon. It's like that, the loaf, the lemon loaf, the cake. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want something that tasted like cake. I wanted something that tasted like lemon. That happened to be the only thing on the supermarket shelf that fulfilled that. I mean, I should have just bought a lemon and squeezed it into some tea, right? Well, so then, I'm reading about this Nordic Variations almond cake, flavored coffee. And I thought, oh dear, what do I want this to taste like? Do I want it to taste like almond or like almond cake? So let me read to you the description of this, because this you'll understand why I have my computer open. I couldn't remember all of this. It says, okay, so the roundness and biscuity aromas of Levanto's base. So that's your base coffee. Into that comes the taste of, pay attention, vanilla custard, whipped cream, almond notes, and a subtle meringue sweetness. These rich flavors were inspired by now I listened to how to pronounce this several times online, Gvafjordkaka. I know that's not right, but it's the closest I can come. It's the spelling, it's KV, where the A and the E are stuck together to each other, FJORDKAKE. Anyhow, I tried, which is a national treat that some Norwegians call the world's best cake. And I know it's made in Sweden also. And it's considered a wonderful cake. I've never had it, but oh, doesn't it sound delicious? So, this blend is composed of the most prestigious Central and South American Arabicas found in Costa Rica and Colombia, and cultivated according to traditional methods to preserve their malted and fruity profiles. Sorry, early morning. Medium roasting, malted notes, fruity notes, complex and delicate caramelized bouquet, a round and balanced aromatic profile, typical of freshly roasted coffee, results in a combination of cereal malted and caramelized notes, as well as fine fruity notes. So, and by the way, just so you know, Nespresso always lists what it's called ingredients and allergens, okay? So this is 10 capsules, well, the sleeve, this capsule, okay, has roast and ground coffee and Nordic almond cake flavoring, okay? So, all right. I guess, well, my machine is heated up here. I'm going to go ahead and froth up some oat milk as well, because I always like to try something as a latte, and I want to have that handy. Let me pop this in the fridge. Okay, so plain oat milk. I'll get that going. And I'll pop this capsule into my Pixie and run it as an espresso. Nice smell. I should say, everybody says don't use the word smell, say aroma. Nice aroma. Smells nice. Okay. Oh, where's the spoon? Okay. Here's a spoon. Alrighty. So here's our Nordic Variations almond cake coffee. I taste the crema. Well, it doesn't have much of a crema, does it? Okay, we give this a stir around. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm wondering, am I going to taste vanilla custard, whipped cream, almond notes, and a subtle meringue sweetness? It's tasty. You know, I wish I had somebody else here who could prepare these coffees for me and not tell me what I'm supposed to be tasting, so I could see how I feel about it. Now, do I feel like I'm tasting any of that stuff or smelling it? Oh, it's a pleasant flavor. Sometimes adding some milk or sweetener can develop the flavor more. Sometimes it can smooth out something that you might find to be a little unpleasant. Sometimes it can just overwhelm a flavor that's there. This is very pleasant. So I probably added 2 ounces of milk to this. Let me give it one more try here. Okay, so I am not getting anything particularly almondy about this. I really wonder if, the flavoring in the capsule could have degraded. I think this was last produced in 2019, although I think it was produced originally as early as 2013 or 2015, although it has been sealed airtight Let's try again. It's just a really, really nice coffee. I guess I would have to compare it to something that's not almond. You know, by the way, this is an intensity of 6 with 64 milligrams of caffeine. I did find that out. I would buy this and I would drink it if it was still available. You know, the more sips I'm taking, the more I'm liking it. I think that this Nordic Variations almond cake coffee is something that perhaps I would like more and more the more that I drank it. Now, okay, I've been prejudiced, you know, from reading about it. I was expecting this, you know, to taste it and go, wow, what, vanilla custard, whipped cream, almond notes, and subtle meringue sweetness. Oh, and golly, my nose is running here. Do I have a tissue? Okay. But I did not have an explosion of those flavors or aromas or anything like that. Let's see, what else? Caramel, fruity notes, malted notes. Let me try again. You know, I just gotta say, this is a really, really nice cup of coffee. And let me encourage you that when you're trying something new, even though when you first taste it, there's a possibility you might go, bah, keep sipping on it for a little while, because, you know, well, you know what it's like a little bit. Have you ever gone to the beach or maybe to a swimming pool, and when you first touch your toe in the water, ooh, it's really cold, and you think, oh, I'm not getting in there. But then gradually you get in and you're finally in, and your body, you know, gets accustomed to the temperature of the water, and you're glad you got in. Sometimes it's like that tasting things. You know, you taste something at first and you go, whoa, I don't want that. But keep on tasting. Let your taste buds adjust to it. Golly, this is very, very good. And considering the fact that I don't have any other kind of flavors or sweeteners, I just have the oat milk in it, and it's that 45 calorie, I think it was Oat Planet oat milk. This is really delicious. Oh gosh, I'm impressed. Wow. Well, listen, if you have tried this Nordic Variations almond cake coffee that Nespresso, unfortunately now I feel, no longer produces, let me know what you think. Now, I do have, I have a Vertuo also, and I've got some of the Forest Variations almond. It doesn't strike me with the smoothness and sort of warmth of this flavor, but I'm gonna have to try it again so I can, you know, give a little comparison. Ooh, should I go ahead and make that today? Let me see, I'm looking for caffeine. Oh, no. I probably have that written down somewhere, but I don't have it handy here. Well, you know what I could do? In fact, why don't I do this? Okay, hang on. All right, look at this. Well, let me take this off here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, okay? Why not? It'll be fun, right? Since I have the, oh, is it plugged in? Yes, it's plugged in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and brew this, what did I say it was? Forest Variations Almond. And I'll give it a compare to the Nordic Variations almond cake. Do you ever get confused with all these names? You know, sometimes Nespresso will make a slight change in a name and it's hard to remember. Oh, anyway, let me get a longer spoon while we're doing this. Okay. So this is a 7.77 ounce. Oh, I don't even know. Can you see that? I'll let this go ahead and finish. Yeah, I've got a little bit of froth left in there. Little reminder. Oh, that is a delicious cup of coffee. I wish I was tasting vanilla custard, whipped cream, almond notes, and subtle meringue sweetness. I'm not, but what I am tasting is really nice. Okay. Let me put the little drip tray back. Okay, let me eject the capsule. There we go. Okay. So, okay, compared to what I've just been drinking, well, but, you know, very often the crema is like that. Sort of makes you shudder a little bit because, you know, rightly so, because the oils from the coffee, because of the way that it's made with pressure, or in the case of the Vertuo, by being spun around super fast, the oils are bubbled up with air and they're concentrated in that crema. So, you know, you're getting all this flavor so concentrated that it's a little bit much. Okay, so let me taste this. Let me put some froth in. I should really have more in here, shouldn't I? Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? All right, I don't know if this is gonna work. This way I can get all the froth out. Okay, let me give it a stir around. Okay, now I'm gonna pour it back in. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go get the oat milk because I want to give this a fair shake. I want them to be pretty much the same color, and there's not enough oat milk in here. All right, let's see. A little bit more. Okay, I'm thinking that ought to do it. Oh, almost, just a little bit more. Okay, we're doing this together. Our little experiment here, comparing. Almost, it's almost. Let me give it a taste. Now, what's interesting is I can absolutely detect the almond in this. I mean, my taste buds are saying, hey, almond. Okay, let me try this. Now, I'm not detecting the almond in this, but I am detecting a really nice cup of coffee. Okay, so if I had to choose, and I love almond flavoring, so which one would I go with? Because I also love a good cup of coffee. Okay, banish from my mind my prejudices, because I tend to prefer my original line coffees over my Vertuo. But I got the Vertuo first, and then somebody gave me the Pixie as a gift. So, of course, then I had to start trying original lines, and I really like them. All right, this is my final determination. As much as I like almond, which I can taste in the Forest Variations almond that is currently available if it's not sold out where you are, okay, in 2022, I would prefer the Nordic Variations almond cake, because it is a smooth, delicious cup of coffee. It's got, oh, I love this. It's got just enough strength to the coffee flavor. Oh, wow. You know, something that I found, for me, this is my personal taste. The strength of the tastes of the coffee from the original line almost all the time seems stronger to me than from the Vertuo line. Yeah, I do. I like double espresso scuro on my Vertuo, but look here. Okay, so here's the Vertuo. Okay. Here's my Pixie, my original line machine. Okay. Milk frother. Original line coffees. Vertuo line. Oh, that tea that I did not like because it tasted like actual lemon loaf and not just like lemon. Anyway, I would love to hear your opinions. You know, comparing Vertuo to original line. If you've tried the Nordic Variations almond cake. Oh, golly. Do you know, if I found this available, now, I'm a little bit of a cheapskate when it comes to coffee. I don't usually buy the ones that are like maybe $2 a capsule. I'd pay $2 a capsule for this Nordic Variations. I might even pay $2.50 for a little latte made out of the Nordic Variations almond cake. It's really that delicious. Oh, golly. I hope you have a good day. The sky is just starting to get lit up. I guess the sun's coming up. 6:55 a.m. East Coast of the United States, March 27th, 2022. I'll see you tomorrow.